It's me again, Khalid Zater. Hello, how are you? Grade 2. I'm gonna teach you today the second period of the lesson that we studied before, adding or subtracting ones, tens, and hundreds. Our objective that we are going to complete at the end of this period. Our objective is to subtract two numbers made up of three digits. Let's start our lesson. Here we have a word problem which told me that the baker, anyone know who's the baker? Okay, I will tell you. The baker is the person who made bread, cakes, cookies. I will show you a picture of the baker. Here's the baker. Okay, the baker made 276 white bread. He sold in the morning 144 of these breads. How many white bread are left to sell? Who can tell me? Okay, I will show you first the steps. First, I will represent the first number by blocks. Then I will take the sold ones block and I will then the sold tens block, and finally I will take the sold hundreds block. After that I will count the left or the remaining ones, the left tens and the left hundreds, to find the left number of white bread to sell. Let's represent the number by blocks and find the answer. The word problem told me that the baker made 276, so I will represent 200 by two blocks of tens, 70 or 7 tens, I will represent 7 blocks of tens, and 6 ones, 6 blocks of ones. He sold, as we said, 144 bread. So I will take from the ones, from the 6 ones that he made, 4 bread or 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the left bread, this is the answer. The left ones, this is the answer. So I will put it under the ones digit. Now, he made 70 bread and we will take 40 of them, or 4 tens. So let's take these 4 tens which the baker sold. So in his place or in his store, he still have only 3 tens of bread. I will put them in the answer below the tens digit. Finally, as we said, he made 200 bread and he sold 100. We only talk now about the hundredths digit. So I will take one block of these 2 because he sold them and the left breads I will move them in the answer down the hundredths digit. Then I can now predict the answer of the left bread in the store, which is 132. 132. Okay, now let's move and solve or subtract two numbers without representing them by blocks. Okay, here we have to subtract 152 from 463. But before we make the subtraction, we should arrange these numbers, the ones under the ones, the tens under the tens, and the hundreds under the hundreds. Now we will move the subtraction sign, which is minus, and go to the second number. Also, I will rearrange it, ones under the ones, tens under the tens, and hundreds under the hundreds. Now let's make the subtraction. Here we have 3 minus 2. I will put on my hand 3 fingers and I will close 2 of them. I will close 2 of them. The remaining, or the left finger, is 1. In the tens digit, I will put on my hands 9 fingers and I should close from these 9 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the remaining fingers are 1, 2, 3, 4. In the hundredths digit, we have, I should put 4 fingers on my hand and I should close 1 finger. The remaining are 1, 2, 3. Then the answer is 341. Let's move to the second question. We should subtract 263 from 386, but before we should arrange the ones digit under the ones, the tens digit under the tens, and the hundreds under the hundreds digit. Also, we should move the subtraction sign, which is minus, and the ones of the second number under the ones digit, the tens under the tens digit, and the hundreds under the hundreds digit. Again, we are going to subtract and start with ones, not with tens or hundreds. Always we start with the ones digit, as we made in the first exercise. I will put 6 fingers on my hand and close 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. I close them. The remaining finger are 1, 2, 3. In the tens digit, I will put 8 fingers on my hand and close 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I close them and then I will count the remaining finger 1, 2. In the hundredths digit, I will put 3 hundredths or 3 fingers on my hand and close to 1, 2, and the remaining is 1. Then the answer is 123. Here, can you help me in solving the following question as a homework and send it to your teacher? Thank you for your listening. Bye.